everyone, it's me, Annel's back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about, well, Sonic Frontiers. But mainly importantly, how to make the game much more fun and interesting while we wait for the DLCs. Because there's a lot of content that's yet to come that are all coming later this year. All for free, by the way. But we don't know when that's going to be because no official release dates have been announced at the time that I'm recording this. And, you know, I want to play this game, but I also don't want to get bored with it. So how do we make this game much more interesting while we wait for the DLCs? Well, I have accumulated a bunch of mods, some of the best mods to make this game much more fun and much more interesting. I have compiled the 7, for me, personal best mods that can make Sonic Frontiers so much more fun while we wait for the DLCs. Here we go. Also, this list is not in any particular order, it's just a list of mods that I have tested out, had myself, played a bit of it, have seen, and I think that these mods are actually really cool to try out. So number 1, which is admittedly a combination of like all different mods, but they're all the same type of mods, which is of course the skin mods. Don't want to play as just normal base Sonic? We got Sonic from Adventure 1, Sonic 06, we have Sonic Prime, Super Smash Sonic, we have Movie Sonic, we have Sonic in a Joker outfit from Personify, I think it's called. We have a Mr. Beast skin Sonic, we have a Fidel Sonic. There's just so many different versions of Sonic. But what if you don't want to play Sonic? Well, don't worry, you got a lot of other options too. We got Sticks, Tails, Silver, Shadow, Amy, Infinite. Been playing that one. Gadget. Don't want to play any Sonic characters? Well, we got Kirby here, man. Kirby Frontiers here, man. There's also a bunch of other characters that you can try out that aren't Sonic characters. There's just so many skin mods for you to try out. You will never get bored if you want to play any of these. In fact, as I'm replaying this game to full completion, I actually do have a plan of playing all these different skins for these islands. Island 1 is going to be Infinite, Island 2 is going to be Silver, Shadow is going to be 3, 4 is going to be, it's either going to be Gadget or Sticks, and then the 5th island, I'm not for sure entirely. It might just be another skin version of Sonic, haven't decided yet, but every island's getting different skins, by the way. So if you want to play with a different version character, there are literally a shit ton of options, because that already will make the game way more fun. Mod number 2, if you played this game once and felt like it was a little bit too easy, or it's gotten easy, or you just wish to have a bit more of a challenge, well then the Impossible Difficulty mod is just for you. Which is exactly as it sounds. It makes the game much more harder. It makes the enemies more smarter, so the AI is smarter. It adds extra mechanics that the enemies will do now to attack you, so you have to use a little bit more skill. Your damage that you do as the character you are is, the damage is it's reduced, so you don't give as much damage. And just extra small little combats that you have to be careful of. In fact, as another tie-in to the Impossible Difficulty mod, if you use this mod along with nerf damage, which will even lower the damage that you do even more so, it makes the game so much more harder and will require you to use a little bit more skills when fighting all of the bosses. So another great mod that will make the game much more fun as a challenge when playing Sonic Frontiers, because also I think the worst / best thing this mod does, which is the Infinite Boost. It actually reduces it to like 10 seconds. And when you're fighting enemies where you have to use the Infinite Boost, you have to preserve it much more now, and it makes that boss that much harder, but also much more rewarding, because when you beat it, even with that challenge, well, it's just kind of rewarding and nice to know that you were able to do it. So if you want Sonic Frontiers to be even harder or much more of a challenge, the Impossible Difficulty mod mashed up with the nerf damage mod, perfect combination right there. The third mod, which is a personal favorite of mine, is the Combat DX mod, which is a mod that is an expansion to Sonic Frontiers' existing combat system, featuring an in-combat ranking system, buff, skillings, and new attacks, and even so much more. The combat is centered around the Phantom Rush gauge, and regular damage is significantly lower, but your Phantom Rush damage is significantly higher. Move stalling has been introduced, so repeatedly spamming the same attack will gain less and less damage on the meter, and you'll be graded during the combat based on how stylish your combos are. And then the new skilling system has been implemented, allowing you to gain power buffs after a combo, and many moves have been received slight tweaks to enhance their unique qualities. And there's a whole list on exactly what these moves will do, but basically some of them will give you much more damage, some of them will give you less damage, some of them the damage has been reduced, but other things within that move has been increased, or how much more strength they actually give to you. There's just so much with the combo. But this just essentially makes it where how you go on fighting with the combos themselves much more interesting. So you're not just button mashing over and over again, you are actually changing what moves you're doing, which makes the combat way more fun. And then you add this to how much harder the enemies are with the difficulty mod, just perfect. Like, these mods work so well together, and the Combo DX makes the repetitive gameplay much better because it's not so repetitive anymore. So this is like personally why I think this is one of the better mods that have been made for Sonic Frontiers. The fourth mod is the Select Boss mod. So you played this game through once, you loved a lot of the boss battles and you want to replay them. This game doesn't have an arcade mode for that yet, so how do you do that without replaying the entire game, or going through playing the entire game and saving every single file and risking everything being override? Select Boss mod is a solution for just that. It is a mod with pre-saved files right before each boss, and you can go in and play the boss as many times as you want. The best part is that it disables the autosave, so nothing is ever getting override. So you can go in with a new skin, you can try out these different skins, and just go on and battle the boss as many times you want without being forced to replay the entire game, which I think is actually really cool. So nothing too much more than just battling the boss as many times as you want, but I still think it's a really cool mod to try out, especially if you love the boss battles in this game, because they're some of the best ones, especially with the amazing soundtrack. The fifth mod is the Overpower mod. You don't want everything harder, you just want to make things easy, just have some fun. Get the Supersonic mod where you literally are flying everywhere across this amazing open world and just want to be overpowered like Supersonic. The Overpower mod is literally just that. It makes you so incredibly stronger. I don't even know if it actually makes the enemies weaker because of how much stronger you are, but it basically that just does that. It increases everything and just makes it where you can defeat anything with literally one single hit. And using that mod as the Supersonic skin where you're flying around the open world, it is literally the closest you will get to feeling the full potential of Supersonic, which I think is actually pretty cool for that. Nothing too much more than just an overpower button mash of just fun, of just being awesome and just making the game so much easier and just having fun with it much more or less. But still, I think it's kind of cool to at least try out once. So Overpower mod, definitely one you have to try. Now, this mod isn't really going to change your gameplay, but just still something cool because it is a big part of the game, which is the soundtrack. You know, you like the music from Island 2, but want to listen to it in Island 1 or vice versa, or you just love the song One Way Dream and just want to hear it on repeat or cry to Dear Father while you play. Well, the Island Customizable mod is just for that. It is literally where you can go in and customize which song or which soundtrack you will see from the select it has on whatever island, or you can just push the random button, which will play the music of all the islands into the one island you're currently playing on. You can actually customize this through the Hedge Mod Manager itself, so the songs you get to listen to from that option, from the list it has is just an extra bonus, because now you can listen to whatever songs you like from the game that it has on there on any island you want now, which I think is also pretty cool, because you know, you gotta have some amazing tunes while you're fighting these amazing creatures in this amazing world. And then finally, once again, not so much of the overall game, but definitely just more where you start, the main menu mods. There are tons of customizable arts where you can have, where it changes what you see in the menu. Personally, I have this very beautiful fan art as my title menu screen, and as well as have a bunch of others saved that I haven't used yet. But a lot of people have used fan art. It has customizable ones of beautiful screenshots of the world, or just their way of like a title cover, just a bunch of fun, cute little mods you can have to, to start off the game looking at some very beautiful art before you get into the adventure. And I guess as a side one too, on top of that, you have the tutorial skip one. So if you want to replay the game but don't want to go through the tutorial skip, you got the tutorial skip mod to go on it. So just two really cool side-by-side mods to start your adventure off with when you're replaying this game, to be introduced and can just quickly go into just having fun with all of these mods. So there you have it. I mean, I know I said more than 7 mods, but they were definitely within each of the categories. But there are the top 7 best customizable mods that you can have to make Sonic Frontiers way more fun while we wait for the DLCs. And those are just some of the many mods that Sonic Frontiers actually have. But those are the ones I believe that personally stand out because they really do change the overall experience when playing this game, from the gameplay, from the skins, the enemies, the boss, the music. Like, these are the ones that really do stand out, that make big noticeable changes when you're playing Sonic Frontiers. And these are all different mods that I personally have been fun with. And personally for me, using these mods in Sonic Frontiers has made the game that much more fun and giving me more reason to love it even more. So if you have a PC and I think Switch, some of these have worked on Switch, and if you know how to modify a Steam Deck, these are the perfect mods to give a try so you can have so much more fun. Because that's the point of what this video is, to find ways to enjoy Sonic Frontiers, because it is such a fun game and these mods will make it even better. And with that being said, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I post videos as often as I can. Have you heard of these mods? Did you even know this game had mods? Which mods are you most excited for, and which mods do you wish we have? And are you excited for the DLC that's coming out? Because man, the future of Sonic Frontiers is looking pretty bright, because there's already been a lot of updates and announcement of the future of Sonic Frontiers. But of course, these mods are a great way to hold you over while we wait for those things to happen. And as always, till next time, bye-bye!